You're watching SBN2 Rockville.
Live from Rockville's news leader, SBN2 Eyewitness News, with Stephen Roberts, Liz Varon, and Michael Field with your exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at noon.
New laws go into effect hoping to prevent another accident like we saw at the Central Station.
It's really difficult, that he's gone. And how we won't see him again.
Family and friends mourning the loss of the workers killed in that accident speak exclusively to Eyewitness News about their ordeal.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Stephen Roberts.
And I'm Liz Varon. Welcome to Eyewitness News at noon.
We begin with the new law City Council established this month. Mayor Leon hopes to protect the lives of people here in Rockville with the tougher safety standards for skyscrapers.
The lives of our citizens here in Rockville are our primary concern. This legislation will aid in preventing major disasters, similar to what this city dealt with back in March, from occurring again.
The mayor enacted a new ordinance that requires all buildings 10-story or higher to have lightning rods.
The city's police department, in conjunction with the city's public works team, will work diligently to ensure that this law is being enforced. Inspections conducted by both departments will occur immediately after the deadline.
The city is calling this a zero-tolerance law, and legal action will be taken against any offenders, going as far as asking Eyewitness News to assist them in finding buildings without lightning rods. Eyewitness News has not yet responded to the request. Any building not found in compliance will be immediately shut down by the city without warning. Building owners and tenants will not be allowed back until new safety measures have been implemented. Mayor Leon says that this is the beginning of the city's efforts to provide lightning safety awareness to all Rockville citizens.
Nearly 4 months after the Central Station lightning disaster, families and relatives are still grief-stricken at the loss of their loved ones who were inside the building. 6 workers died in Rockville Central Station on Friday, March 24th. According to investigators, the workers were killed instantly in the explosion or died in the fire afterwards.
The names of the 6 men that were killed are 27-year-old Carl Numeter, 30-year-old Simon Foma, 24-year-old Albert Cooper, 31-year-old Walter Sinclair, 35-year-old Andy Zach, and 29-year-old Darius Jude. Such a tragic loss, Liz.
Indeed, Stephen. We have followed the story over the last 3 months, and Eyewitness News reporter Tanya Cohen has spoken to the families and close friends of those 6 workers. Tanya is live in front of the partially destroyed Central Station with reaction from those family members. Tanya, I can't even imagine what those poor people are feeling.
Steve and Liz, this tragedy continues to sink into families and friends of the 6 men that died. It is going to be quite a while before the victim's family is able to begin to move on. 4 of the family members came to our studios to share their feelings with us. It was all very emotional. Lisa, we can only imagine how hard it has been for you to go through this. Can you describe to us your relationship with Carl?
He was all that I had. I loved him with my heart and soul. We were just married about a month before the accident, and now he's gone. I honestly can't see myself moving on without him. Carl was the only person who I thought that I could ever love, and I don't think I can ever go on. This isn't something that I can get over.
Marcy, you've told us that your fiancé Darius had proposed to you on that same afternoon before he died at the Central Station. How must that make you feel?
Tanya, I don't even know where to start. First of all, it's just so hard to move on day by day, realizing that we could have been a perfect family. Just knowing that we could have been married and had children one day, it's just pretty baffling. They say that everyone should live their lives to the fullest because you never know when that inevitable day will come. But I felt that my fiancé did not have the time to live his life to the fullest. I don't think his death was fair. It wasn't fair at all. I'll never get over this.
Angela, how do you feel about the loss of Walter? I understand that he did not have any immediate family living here in Rockville, but your family has had a close relationship with him.
Walter was our best friend. We always considered him family, and he lived right next door to our house. He would always come over and have dinner with us. My kids called him Uncle Walter. My husband was really close to him. He considered him a brother. It is really difficult, that he's gone, and that we won't see him again. Every day when I look at his house, it's just too hard. Too hard.
Everyone clearly devastated and understandably emotional. This is a very tough time for them as they continue to mourn the loss of their loved ones killed in that explosion. The funerals have already been held for those victims at Gauthier Green Lanes in Uptown. For now, we're live in front of Rockville Central Station. Tanya Cohen, SBN 2, Eyewitness News.
We just gotta take it day by day. Thank you, Tanya. With Rockville Center remaining closed for quite some time to come, a temporary station is in the works. It will be located in Rockville Center once the current station is restored. A temporary one will serve as Rockville Center's primary station, which will connect other parts of town, including the new international airport. A temporary station is scheduled to open by August, while the rebuilding of the current one continues.
Well, damage to the Rockville Central Station was catastrophic. Almost the entire eastern portion of the station, where most of the fires burned, has been completely demolished. The building is salvageable according to city officials. However, it will take a significant amount of time to rebuild. Eyewitness News' Tom Saywer is live inside the Central Station with more details. Tom, can you describe to us the extent of the damage?
Well, Liz, the damage here is almost unfathomable. It's so difficult to look at this because as the station really defines who we are as a city. And I mean, not to get overly dramatic here, but as a city we pride ourselves on our landmarks, and this was one of the most notable here in Rockville. Right now we're inside the lobby at the Central Station. We weren't allowed to go near the explosion site because it's still unstable and could give away at any time. Right now you can see the gaping hole in the building behind me. This place has been thoroughly cleaned, so the soot and debris have all been removed, marking an end to the cleaning process. Now the task is to rebuild. Cleanup crews have worked hard to restore an icon of our city. They've removed several tons of debris, concrete, and steel from the site. The Rockville Transit Authority is highly optimistic that the Central Station can resume operation by early 2008.
Our construction workers have worked around the clock to quickly restore the station to the public. We have taken roughly 7 tons of debris and dirt from this explosion to the dumps, so it was quite a task. And now our goal is to get the station back in action. We will have to demolish some parts of the explosion site and rebuild that area back again from scratch, so it could be 3 to 4 months, give or take a few before it's restored.
And as you just heard Mike Lewis, the president of the Rockville Transit Authority, say, the building is expected to be complete at the beginning of next year, so we'll continue to bring you the latest over the coming months on the development and rebuilding of the station. For now, we're live inside the remains of the Rockville Central Station. I'm Tom Saywer, SBN 2 Eyewitness News.